Welcome to part 2 of homecoming week. This is the second video that you guys are seeing out of 4 parts. I have decided to do 4 parts. If you guys have not seen part 1, go ahead and check out part 1 before you list or watch part 2. There will be homecoming day, which will be the part 3, and then part 4 is going to be probably a question and answer, answering anybody's questions and fully explaining the unexplainable right now. So I am sitting in my room, this little room I've been living in for almost 7 months with my mom at my mom's house. It's like a little cabin. I still have hair, guys. I know it looks like I'm bald, but my hair is cold, wet. It's cold outside. I have the door open for the dogs. But there has been a huge change in plans. Everything to do with Mauricio is still on track. He is still on track to land in Pensacola, not Charlotte, in Pensacola at 6:54 p.m. December 21st, which is Saturday. Today is December 19th at around 4:30 p.m. and I'm in Laurel Springs. So, I'm in North Carolina. Pensacola is in Florida, if you didn't know that. Anyways, originally our plan was to get Mauricio to reroute his ticket from Dallas to Pensacola to Dallas to Charlotte. And then Saturday night, I would drive with my mom and pick him up at Charlotte Airport. And, it would be extravagant. I would have someone to record for us, and it would just be very simple and easy and smooth on my end. And of course, nothing goes smooth for Amanda. Nothing ever has gone smooth for Amanda. But that's okay, because I enjoy hecticness. And I think how it's turned out to be is the best way it could have turned out to be for me and for my situation. So in part 1, you guys saw how distraught I have been the past couple of days around this whole homecoming, and how stressed out I have been, and how scared I've been for it, and how I feel guilty for feeling that way. Well, it was really funny. I was driving home from picking up my mom's dog, which you guys, I think it's the last thing you guys saw, and my sister texted me, the one that lives in Jacksonville, the one that I was really close with before, and we've had our ups and downs in life, but we are extremely close, and every time we argue, every time we fight, our hearts always end up back together. So she texted me and said, I miss you so fucking much, and it's so hard you not being here. I've missed you so much the past couple of days. And I was shocked because the night before, I had cried in my shower, and I was praying to God to lead me somewhere to ease my pain, ease my sorrows, maybe? No, ease my nerves and ease my anxiety. I felt like I was on the brink of a nervous breakdown. And unfortunately, it was really hard on me, and it was really hard on Mauricio too, because I was taking out on him. And I was begging to God all day yesterday, actually, and I just wanted an answer. I just wanted peace of mind. I wanted something to just give me the peace that I desired. And I was doing everything I could. I was praying and I was speaking to God. I was calling out on him. I was like, please, you've never failed me before. I know that this is happening for a reason, and you want me to feel this way for a reason, but I need help and guidance to get away from this feeling and on to the next step. So like I said, the next day my sister texted me, and I felt in my heart at that moment that we both needed each other, and we could sense it. We could sense that we needed each other. So I was originally going to drive straight down to Pensacola from Laurel Springs, North Carolina, which is about a 12-hour drive without braking. So about 13 hours with stops and gas and stuff. And I was going to get up on Saturday morning at 3 or 4 in the morning and drive down to Pensacola to pick him up, and then spend the night and drive back up to Pensacola. So instead of doing that, I have decided that tomorrow, the 20th, I'm going to get up around 7 or 8 and drive down to Jacksonville and spend Friday night and Saturday morning with my sister, and then drive from Jacksonville to Pensacola to pick up Mauricio at 6:54 p.m. with no delays. And the reason why I really like this idea the best, and why I feel like it's at peace with my heart, and I haven't felt this at peace and at comfort since this entire week, and this is the first time I felt this way. If for some reason Mauricio gets delayed, I am somewhere, we're not paying for a hotel, I'm somewhere with someone that can be with me and can spend time with me and, just pass my mind, because my mom does work. So if he was to be delayed, Or if I was in Pensacola, that would be additional fees on our hotel. And I wouldn't know that he's delayed until I'm already driving down there. So it would suck for me to start driving, him tell me, hey, I'm delayed 2 hours, and me have to say, oh shit, like, okay, what do I do now? But the good thing about is that I will be leaving Jacksonville around the same time he lands in Dallas, so he can let me know if his flight from Dallas to Pensacola is still on time. And instead of being, 12 hours drive, I'm 5 hours away. So you get what I'm saying? Like, it's just going to be much smoother on me. And I feel like, yes, I'm going to add an extra 2 hours to my drive by driving through to Jacksonville and then to Pensacola, but to me it's worth it. And it's been the best thing for me, and honestly, it's a whirlwind of emotions. You guys are seeing every nitty gritty thing that's going on. Everything I can tell you, I'm telling you. The only thing I'm not telling you is where he's at, how he's doing, and where he's going, and where he's stopping, and all that stuff, because to me, that's what causes me stress. What causes me stress is traveling and the thought of something happening. So I cannot sit here and just blurt out, even though when all these videos go live, he will be here, I still just want peace in my heart, because me saying it to a camera, it just freaks me out that someone might jack my freaking footage and steal my life, and I'm so dramatic. But anyways, that is what I'm doing. I look like a hobo. Like, I'm wearing a freaking, okay, guys, I'm wearing a muumuu. This is what I got from my bridal shower. My mom thought it was funny. Instead of like, well, I got lingerie too, but this was on top. I'm wearing like a grandma sweater, like a Sherpa. And then I'm wearing SpongeBob pants because it's really cold, but this is really long, so it's like a muumuu. And then I'm wearing my hat because it's cold, doors open, and I just feel super comfy and warm. But anyways, that is what's going on. Yes, it's a broom. But anyways, I just wanted to make this into a separate part because I feel as though this is what I need to do for myself. So this is going to be part 2. And I don't know if I'll talk to you guys tonight, but I will start recording for sure the rest of this video tomorrow on my drive to Jacksonville. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video. I was going to say day, but you guys are going to see the next part in like 2 seconds. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video and fast forward to tomorrow.
Image of you right on track, Mom.
Will somebody please tell me what we're talking about?
All right. The results say that you, Frank, are absolutely not my father, but my father is a close relative, most likely one of your brothers.
Dad, brothers?
Yeah, 2, right?
We're gonna miss your mama this weekend.
Yeah, I think I met the one that sells smoked sausage.
Good morning, guys. I am officially on the road to Jacksonville. I don't understand why this person's not going. That was like, he's like just procrastinated. But anyways, I'm on my way to Jacksonville. I left like 45 minutes ago. Not even, like 30 minutes ago. So I still have about 7 hours of total drive time, and I already know that I want to stop and get coffee, and I know I'm gonna have to stop and get gas. So we're probably gonna add an hour at least onto the drive. So I would say I'm gonna be there. My GPS says I'll be there at 2:30, but I have a feeling that with it being right before Christmas, there's a possibility I could hit traffic. If not, and I get really lucky, then I probably will get there around 3:30, which is perfect because my sister said she'll get done between 3 and 4. So I'm hoping at like 3:30 she's done and I can be there with her. And we are going to one of our favorite sushi spots. Actually, it's our all-time favorite sushi spot. They have all-you-can-eat sushi for like $12.95. And like, it's the best sushi I've ever had in my life. Like, it is so good. It's so crazy because it's so cheap, but like, you get quality sushi. And they do it in small increments. Like some places that do all you can eat sushi, you get like the full roll of sushi. This place does it like half the roll, so you can have more variety of a roll. So anyways, I'm gonna stop talking about the sushi that's at the end of this long drive. But anyways, I'm super excited to just be on the road. I did leave an hour earlier than I wanted to. I wanted to leave at 8, but I woke up at 6. I literally woke up at 6 on the dot. I don't know why. And I was just ready to go. So, well, I wasn't ready at 6. I laid in bed till like 6:30, and then I got up and started like getting ready. I re-straightened like some of the pieces of my hair and, you know, got dressed, got my car on, started the car and let it warm up and stuff. But other than that, I was ready by 7, so I left. Oh well. You guys can go ahead and ask me how irritated I already am driving this drive. I have never in my entire life been so agitated by being in the city. Like, I grew up in the city. I grew up Jacksonville, Florida. You know, I grew up on like an outskirt town, but you know, it was within the city. And I am used to driving through the city and the traffic and the horrible roads and the stupid people and the construction, but I have never been as frustrated as I am right now driving through it. Like, I do not miss this. I do not miss being in a clusterfuck and feel like when I'm driving that I have the chance of 7 to millions of people to hit me. Like where I live now, from the drive from my house to the gym, I maybe see 25 cars. I see at least 100 cars right now, and I am just like, it gives me anxiety. I hate the fucking city. I don't ever want to live in a city again. I'm kind of sad we're leaving and moving to Pensacola, but we're living in the middle of Pensacola. But if we don't like it, we can move closer to his actual base, which is in Whitingfield, which is outside of the city, which may be a lot better than living in the city. And I think Pensacola is more of a, I guess it's a city. I don't know. But if it's like this, I am never driving because it gives me such bad anxiety and I just can't. But that's an update. I have like 4.5 hours left. No, it's 5.5 hours left. And I'm just like, I can't do this. I'm almost out of Charlotte, but I want to be out right now. That would be preferred, but oh well. I'll check in with you guys soon, hopefully outside of the city. Okay, I just made my first stop of the day. Well, second, because I stopped and got coffee, but I went through the drive-thru. So this was my first stop to get gas. Actually, I think it might be, my last one to get there, and then I'll be almost on empty when I get there. But I'm about 3 hours and 45 minutes away. And then, God, there's so many people. And then I'm gonna go get sushi with my sister and go see my grandpa before I head out to Pensacola tomorrow. I'm going to Pensacola tomorrow, if I didn't make that clear. I don't know if I did or not, but like I said, first stop at the gas station, and gas was super cheap. I'm in South Carolina, but hopefully be in Jacksonville by 3, yeah. So, I am so exhausted. My back is killing me, like my lower back. Whenever I get my period, which I did the day before my fiance comes home, I get my period. That is my body for ya. But anyways, this drive is killing me right now. literally, like, all I want to do is just be there, but I'm like an hour and a half away, and I think I need to stop and get tampons. Well, actually, I know I do. I wanted to come on here because the last time I drove to Jacksonville, I had this thought, and I didn't share it with anyone but my mom, and I thought it was really strange. And when I was driving here again today, I had the same thought, and I thought I would share it with people who moved away from their hometown because it's weird. So I lived in Jacksonville, Florida from the time I was born. I was conceived even. And I moved when I was 21. And some people are so impatient. It's like Christmas time. There's 3 cars in front of me. I moved when I was 21. So I lived in Jacksonville, Florida for greater than 21 years because I didn't move to North Carolina until the end of April of being 21. So I was like 4 months into being 21. So I was almost 21 and a half. And the last time I went to Jacksonville, it was really strange because I got this feeling of like, oh, I'm home, but I'm not home. And I don't think I ever expected to have that feeling whenever I went to Jacksonville, because to me, Jacksonville has always been home. But I don't have a home to go to anymore. Like, my home is not in Jacksonville anymore. And I always want to say, yeah, Jacksonville's my home, but I don't feel like that's true. Like, I feel like North Carolina is my home. And then whenever I move to Pensacola, Pensacola will be my home. I guess wherever I am is home. I don't know. I always thought that, you know, by the expression hometown, you would always consider the place you grew up to be home. And I just don't feel that way. I feel very separate from that. I feel like that's not home anymore. It's where I grew up, but it's not home. So, like, I don't know. I feel like I just having food for thought. I'm trying to keep my mind off the fact that time is going by really slow, and that this time tomorrow I will be again driving 6 hours, I think, to get to Pensacola to pick Mauricio up. But I'm trying to remind myself that in less than 24 hours, I will be getting in my car to go pick up Mauricio. So that's really crazy. But anywho, I am about an hour and a half away, like I said. I'm almost in Florida, which is cool, but I just really want to be there. I am so tired of driving. My butt hurts. My back hurts. I'm really thirsty, but I don't want to drink water because then I have to stop and pee a million times. And I'm starting to get a little bit hungry, but I don't want to eat too much because we're going to get sushi. So I'm trying to decide if I want, like, I don't know. I was thinking of, like, going to Chick-fil-A, and what sounds really good is a milkshake and some fries, but I don't know. But I kind of want to eat what my body wants because I haven't eaten in a solid good meal in a little good time. So I should eat what my body wants, and I really want Chick-fil-A fries with a milkshake. But I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Onward to the drive. My family and driving to Pensacola to pick up Mauricio in less than 6 hours. And I've been so nervous all day, but I think it just hit me how fucking excited I am. And like, I'm like, can time just like blink and I'm there, and I can just, but it's finally the day of him being home, and my heart is so happy. It's so full. I saw so many people I love today in Jacksonville and yesterday, and I just feel so blessed to be able to travel like I do. But I have been so sick and so nervous the last week for this to come, and I have, like, finally I feel some sort of relief, but I really am anxious and really, really nervous. But oh so fucking excited, and it just hit me. So I am currently about 5 hours away from Pensacola, but I decided to give myself some time to like stop and pee and get gas and stuff, and then also parking. I suck at directions. Sorry guys, I suck at directions, so I'm probably gonna get lost at the parking lot garage thing, and then walking to find where I get him from. With all that, gave myself a spare hour. Hopefully all is well. It's gonna be horrible if I get there literally an hour early and everything is fine and I just have to sit there. Oh, maybe they have a bar or something that I can just like get this freaking buzz away from me, but like not like a buzz, but I need a buzz to get this buzz away from me, like the anxious buzz. But I'm so excited he's home, guys, or he's gonna be home. Like, you know, he's in U.S. territory right now. He's currently flying and gonna be landing in Dallas, and then the flight from Dallas to Pensacola is only an hour and a half long. So the last trek of my drive, he will be flying. So I'm so excited, so nervous. But it's fucking here! Okay. I'm just gonna keep driving and listening to God music, Christian music, Jesus music, because I need that in my life right now. Because I'm so anxious, I'm so skippity and jippity that I just need to, yeah. But anywho, it's time, guys. It is time to pick him up. My heart is so warm. About an hour and a half away from Pensacola International Airport, but his flight just got delayed by 50 minutes. So I now don't know what I'm going to do for 50 minutes. I think I'm going to drive by our apartment that we're going to be living in and see if it's a gated community. If it's not gated, I'm going to drive around because it will be dark, and that's when you're supposed to like drive around your future potential neighborhoods to see who's out, who's hanging around. My mom always said look at the type of cars that are there. Just to make sure that the neighborhood is, you know, safer for me and him, and if we ever decide to start a family while we're living there. So I plan on doing that, and I think I've looked up different places around there for me to like explore when I move there. I think there's a Target. Yes, explore Target, Amanda. That's what you want when you move to Pensacola, is Target. My closest one is 2 hours away where I live right now. But anyways, I think there's a Target like 15 minutes away from the apartment in the opposite direction of the international airport. But see, my goal was to get to the airport an hour early because I get really anxious when I have to do new things. So I thought like if I mess up the parking, or I have to drive around to find the parking, or if I have to find where he like, you know, comes through to do that, I can do that. And I gave myself 50 minutes, like, all right, about an hour until to figure it out. And then like I needed to be in my spot for when he gets there. But anyways, it got delayed 50 minutes. So currently just driving. I changed my GPS to our apartment. Hopefully, I want it to be gated at the same. I want it to be gated so I can't get in, but at the same time, I don't want it to be gated so I can't get in and see the type of neighborhood it is. But sometimes gates have timers, and I'm supposed to get there at like 6, and I'm like, okay, the timer can either go off at like 6 or like 8. I'm thinking 8, but I'm not sure if like it's a gate or whatnot. But anyways, I'm starting to get really excited. That's the right word at this point, is excited. I am nervous, but that is also normal emotions too. I have been really proud of myself for showing all the emotions that I've experienced the last week on video. I have it for now until the rest of our lives, and for other people to look at and see, is this normal? Because I feel like when I started crying and I was really upset and really nervous about moving and him coming home and stuff, I feel like that's a really normal reaction you know, everyone around me said it was normal, but I feel like people who are in the moment, like me, it doesn't feel normal. You feel like you're like betraying yourself, and it kind of sucks. But anywho, I am really excited for him to be here tonight. We will be together in less than 4 hours, which is really exciting, but at the same time, like, I get really irritated at the thought that it's delayed. And we had a little argument here recently. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I gave you guys 5 lessons that you should learn from when you're a military couple, especially when they're gone. Number 1 was communication, and that is a skill that Mauricio does not excel at. I'm not perfect at it, but anywho, maybe I'll explain it later if I feel like I should explain it. It's really stupid, and we probably shouldn't have argued over it, but his communication skills really are just lacking, and I really wanted to fix it because it's really important. And I'm someone who I believe in very open communication in order for a relationship to work, especially one like ours that was long distance relationship for such a long time. And I feel like he should have learned this skill now to be communicative with me, and the fact that he hasn't really makes me angry. But like I said, I'm willing to work with it, willing to try to see if it's something we can work on as when we're together instead of being apart, and see if it gets better when we're together. But anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling because it is raining, but there is like no traffic, which I'm so thankful for. Whenever he told me he was getting delayed, I was kind of like, okay, well, I hope there's like a 30-minute hiccup in traffic or something so that, you know, our schedules kind of sync up. But for so far, I don't think there's any traffic. Maybe I'll hit like Pensacola traffic. I don't know the Pensacola area. I don't know anything about this part of Florida. I've never even driven past Tallahassee before, so this is all new to me. All this area is new to me. Of course, it just looks like highway right now, and all highways in Jacksonville look the same. But we're almost there. And we're almost to the good part of the video, guys. Like, I know you guys are probably just as anxious, and I bet some people skipped ahead and aren't even watching this part. They're just watching the end, which is totally reasonable, but you're missing out on the good stuff, man. Alright, guys. Well, I will catch up with you guys when I arrive in Pensacola and end up what I'm gonna do for 50 minutes. Who knows? I've kind of debated different things, but we'll see. I'll check in with you guys later. Okay, guys, so I don't remember if my hair is like starting to curl up again because it's raining outside. I don't remember if I told you guys or not, but I had made a poster for Mauricio, like this beautiful poster that I had made. It was so pretty. I'll insert a picture here if I can find a picture of it, or I'll take one. And I freaking left it in North Carolina, and I was already like 4 hours